Hello, I'm Shamara and I've been selling and using crystals for now nearly 2 decades. I'm going to help you know about selecting and effectively using crystal massage wands. And I say explicitly crystal massage wands because there's several types of wands, each having different aspects in how they work. The 3 types are the shaped wands, such as this one, and obviously it was designed originally to help in massage therapy. I'm going to include in this discussion mushrooms, eggs, pebbles and palm stones. Here I'll show you a natural wand, which is a crystal with a point at one end or both. And the third style I will call the shamanic wand. Here's one I own, but here are examples I found on the internet. And true shamanic wands are usually made out of multiple crystals and often with wood. But they're intuitively put together and I haven't done that yet, and so it's not for me to talk about. This video is going to talk about selecting the wand shape to buy and to use, and also some demonstrations of using them. Possibly later I'll do a video which actually will show you technique in more detail. So let's begin. Now that we have narrowed the discussion down to just the shaped and polished massage wands, what are the pros and cons of each shape? Remember, I'm including those shaped in the long form: mushrooms, eggs, spheres, palms and pebbles. When considering shaped crystal massage wands, well, just know they're not very good at directing energy. They don't have their crystal internals all aligned with the actual direction of their growth, as most of them are actually grown from a crystal mass like this rose quartz and this clear quartz. So those who are cutting and shaping them wouldn't have a clue which way they grew. So it's a higgledy-piggledy way that the wand is cut and shaped. If the reason you are wanting to use a crystal is, for example, cutting cords, repairing tears in the aura, or going into a specific area of the body to get a fast in or out of energy, look at a natural crystal wand instead. There are crystal massage wands with a round end and a pointy end like this one, and it can somewhat direct the energy in a gentler way than a normal point. And I'll also talk about this shape more later in the video. What the crystal massage wands are great for is, as their name says, helping with massaging the physical body. But many of us actually start with them because they're great to hold during our day-to-day activities. This is the group of polished crystals I love because they are so multi-purpose. You're likely to use them more often because you can use them in so many different ways. You will find yourself creating, therefore, a greater connection to the energy, and you will get to know them more deeply. What are the typical ways in which I use these? Well, most simply, they're a lovely crystal to hold in the hand. They're not too wide, they're not too heavy, they won't scratch you. If you want to have the energy of a crystal with the comfort of touching a part of Mother Nature through your day, you can't go past them. And when might you hold them? Well, for most people, they will start as a great thing to hold during a meditation, whether it's using the technique of breathwork or one where you're guided. As you focus on the breath or the speaker, they will be moving their energy through your energy field to assist with unblocking and cleansing old energy, opening your mind to new insights and understanding, because it's helped unhelpful thoughts go. And of course, they always help bring things into balance. I certainly wish I knew about holding crystals, especially a crystal wand, when I started with Buddhist breathwork. It would have helped me heaps. I had such a crazy, busy, distracted depression that my mind wouldn't settle. It went on for weeks before I finally was able to do it. Had I had a crystal, it probably would have speeded out the process a lot. And don't limit your time of holding these beauties to meditating. I not only enjoy looking at crystals, but touching them automatically starts to bring me into a state of relaxation and grounding. So I really enjoy using these as I'm writing in a notepad, when I'm sitting around thinking at my desk about ideas I need. As I'm just holding them, generally, I'm starting to be less out of my body. I start to get so much better insights. And of course, why not hold one to improve your energy while you're just reading a book, daydreaming on the sofa, watching TV? Help yourself even though you're chilling out. And have you also ever noticed that sometimes you know a chat that you're about to have with someone is going to be not good? Grab your wand and direct through your intention that the energy goes down to help the other person while it also helps you. So while the crystal's helping you with this energy magic, of course know that just purely physically moving it on your body, the simplest technique being just roll it in your palm like this, that physical sensation already starts to ease your tension, and by you focusing on that, it actually helps bring your thoughts out of whatever's worrying you. And please, it doesn't have to be a strong pressure. Often your body responds much better to a gentle touch. Next, you can use the crystal to apply motion and pressure to whichever part of the body needs the release of strain and tightness. And I know I tire my thumbs out in about 5 minutes, and my husband can't last for more than 60 seconds. He's a real wuss for a massage. But with the massage wand, he and I can stroke and push down for so much longer. And this is why many therapists now offer crystals as part of their sessions to help their own fingers and hands not tire, and so that they don't go into pain. Of course, as you use them for physical help, ask the crystal to infuse you or the client with the crystal energy to unblock the emotional stories and thoughts that are creating the tension. And don't be surprised if there's yawning, belching, or getting very emotional. It's actually just the block unfreezing, so breathe through it and help it to move on. At the start of my work, I was, yes, skeptical that crystal wands added anything to the massage experience. So the challenge was taken up by my guidance, and one day a female customer came in saying she felt like she needed to use crystals with her massage. I intuited she needed a howlite wand, and I also intuited how she needed to use it. So she went home, and the boyfriend wanted his usual massage. And he didn't believe in crystals. But at the end of the session, he went, "Wow, that was more relaxing than before." She and I were delighted. Since then, I have also had quite a few sessions with my massage therapist, who also decided to add crystals to her tool set. And every time she intuited that she couldn't get an area of my body to release, she would feel what crystal to put on. And yeah, I would just suddenly now connect to the block. I would feel or know the story, and I could let it go. And she would always laugh because she would suddenly notice the tension release just after I did a great big yawn. And what are the extra benefits of using them? Well, A, the release of tension was so much better. It lasted longer, and she certainly said she was nowhere near as tired afterwards. Of course, you can self-massage, and there are crystal books that can help you with the suggested movements. But as I do this video, you'll see me doing some anyway. If you're going to buy them, I do believe that the 2 rounded ends are important, and make sure they're different sizes. This allows you to intuit as you're working on yourself or on another person, do I need to use the wider one? And if you get a yes, that's probably going to suggest to you to use a gentler stroke. And if you suddenly find you need to use the deeper one, it probably means you need to press in to get to something under the skin. Of course, ask your healing team, including Crystal Consciousness, to merge with you in the session and to guide you. As you practice, you will start to notice a signal to push more, go left, go right. If when you're buying the wand, you sense that you need to find one that has a round end and a pointy end, well, you're already getting a hint of how you need to use it. The point may mean you will be guided to direct energies into specific parts of the body to break up a lump of blocked energy under the skin. Just holding a general crystal there won't help break it up. Or you will find that you just suddenly feel like you're doing acupuncture or acupressure points. While you gently press on them and you ask the crystals to add their energy, you've got a double helper. It's also easier than using your fingernail. And I use them to stimulate points in my ears, and wow, that takes it to a whole nother level of enjoyment. You don't have to limit your holding or massaging with this shape, there are other shapes that may please your visual senses better. So consider an egg or a mushroom. Lovely to hold, make sure you don't get one too big. They've got the smaller and the rounder ends to use. If you prefer something rolling around on your body, then a sphere. If you like the idea of a stroking motion and you're going to want to hold something on the body for 10 minutes or more, think about a palm stone. And if you're saying, but I need to save some money, well, get a pebble. Depending on the type of release you need, I do feel the long wand shape is probably the most flexible, but the egg, mushroom, sphere certainly are more interesting to look at. Here are some other considerations when selecting the crystal shape. If they're going to be on a naked body, which will be soaked in oils or is actually quite sweaty, avoid the porous crystals like selenite, calcite, and also any crystals that are metal. If wanting to use them for a hot stone therapy, well, check if the crystal's going to survive going into hot water over and over. If you're going to use them on other people or a hot stone therapy or in conjunction with oils, maybe don't buy the expensive ones. Look for the cheaper, lower grade version so you're not going to get upset if over time they get damaged. And know that tumbles will be awkward to use because they're so small. In fact, they're going to create their own strain and they're unlikely to stay on the body. You may have to compromise on the shape or the crystal type. Realize crystal shops can't have every type. And there is a very high percentage of wands, mushrooms, and so on that are fake. They are glass. So take care. Ask your guidance to help you know which crystal, shape, and shop to buy from. But no, they can't steer you away from a fake if the main intention you said is, I want a wand that's cheap. So as I wrap up, consider a massage wand because of their ability to reduce tension and improve energy flow and create relaxation. Use them everywhere you can in your day-to-day activities, but you do need to think about their durability and suitability for purpose. May you continue to grow in how you can work best with your crystal friends. Know that if you enjoyed the help, then to help others find me, do subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Also share. My name is Shamara, and I have enjoyed intuitively selling crystals and helping customers through my business, The Rock Crystal Shop. So now I help people by creating videos so that you can help develop your connection to the amazing world of crystals, which in turn delight in helping you have your happiness and consciousness grow.